Alright, so this is a game that I did a long time ago. One video. Apparently they're not selling this game anymore. It's been taken off all the stores. You can get a physical copy, I suppose. You can also download. Okay. You can download it as well. Or you can play it on Steam if you already had it, and I already have it. The PC version has the Ancient Ruins or something, whatever it was, like, already available to you. And on the Xbox 360, that DLC area is not really available to you unless you download it from Xbox Live. And if they took down the entire game, I assume that it's not around anymore. So, PC is the way to go on this game. One thing to note is that they lied about this game when it first came out, because you were supposed to have 25 people in your army, and the game actually maxes out at 18. I even have the Xbox 360 hard case that says 25 playable characters are available to you to fight, but only 18 are actually available to you. So it was a huge lie back then. But I have a trainer for this. And also I don't really like to do this 100% honest. Like, the one thing I'll do right now is infinite gold and infinite digs for Mr. Dig, because there are certain annoyances in this game that I do not want to deal with. I will do the same thing in order to, when we get to that point, in order to have the ability to use 25 characters, because that was the whole point of this game, to have huge battles. This is supposed to be a game about war. So when you're on the battlefield, you can have 25 people versus 25 people. Yeah, maybe I should have put that. Defense down to 3 though. There. This game has a lot that goes into it. It's actually really expansive. I'll just go along with it. Can't really do much right now. But I'll explain it as it goes on, because there's way too much to actually know about this game. Nobody wants that. It's boring. It's boring to know all that stuff. Right? Yep. You can do a belt for strength. Or max HP. Probably buy this. Do not equip it, but I'll equip this one. Intellect. You know, let's put the HP up, since I have 2 slots. Alright. the heck? Okay, so Rush is looking for his sister, as an update. He accidentally ran onto the battlefield that Athlum was doing against, somebody. I forget who. So now he's in Athlum, and he's supposed to talk with the, pretty much the generals or something that are in Athlum. So as you get to Athlum, that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm kind of just exploring. I did a lot of this on the first video a long time ago, so I'm not really like gonna get into it. Can't join the guild yet. Also, I had to restart my save because I'm pretty sure I don't know where the last save was, and I didn't even get any farther on that one. So if you don't know where to go inside Last Remnant, you usually just go to the pub. The pub guy will usually, or his attendant, will tell you what's up, like what quests are there or whatnot. So he basically just told me that David is looking for me. So after you talk to David, he's like, well, I'll help you look for your sister, but I got my own important duties that I need to do. So you need to help one of my generals, like, explore one place or the other. You're gonna do both of them, and this is more like tutorial. So for now, I'll just pick, like, Gasland Caves. Okay, so the point is, the game is called Last Remnant. The remnants are like godlike artifacts that are existing, and they don't know if they're good or bad, but they keep them around because some of them are good and some of them are bad. Anyways, this huge ass sword that's in the middle of the town in Athlum is actually one of the remnants. A remnant does not become active unless it binds with somebody. But you have to sacrifice something, and I think in a lot of regards, a lot of scenarios, in order to be bound to a artifact. So David, Lord David of Athlum, is bound to that sword thing, but he did give up something, I believe, in order for that to happen. Let me see, can I join the guild, or do I need to get past these tutorial missions first? Alright, Gasoline Caves. This game is actually really hard. I'm not gonna lie. It can be... It's not really that easy. There's a lot of things in the actual combat that you'll have to learn. And it's very strategic on who you have in your party, but also what they're learning and what their capabilities are. You can actually really screw yourself over if you don't have a good party. And I mean like really badly. Badly to the point where you'll be stuck in a losing battle for at least 3 hours. If you really just do not pay attention to what's happening.
Let's do this!
Unless you like stick all healers.
Not on this one.
That's bad game design.
That's not bad game design, not on this one. Trust me. So what it says...
It's you and me then.
Yeah, but also, see, you can... depending on the arts that you use, the stronger they get in those arts. So this is more like a combat group, as opposed to mystic arts, magic.
Let's do this.
So it seems like it's really wrong, but you have to like not pay attention at all for really bad stuff to happen. Now the thing is, the menu that they give you for how you actually play is not actually like straightforward. You have to like look at the wording and it'll give you hints on what they will do. So we have attack, give it all you got, attack with combat arts, play it by ear. Play it by ear is they'll decide what they want to do. But give it all you got means they're going to try to use up all their AP, ability points, to just do whatever attacks they can that they believe will do the most damage. But it gets a little weird after a while. Because you gotta, yeah, it gets a little weird after a while because some of these descriptions of their actions don't really match up sometimes. But, like, recover your health is straightforward. Stay on your toes is wait. You can kind of tell, like, what they're gonna do.
It's you and me then.
Now here's the thing. You have morale. Morale at the top, between your allies and the enemies. Depending on your morale, you may or may not do certain actions because when you have 25 people on the field, every single individual character that's inside one of these unions, so you have 5 unions at most, with one of those unions being at most 5 people. A union's strength is only as strong as its weakest link. You can actually have one of your people like injured in the union, and it makes the entire union kind of crippled in their formation. What was the other thing? Oh, the other thing too is your actions that you can take as a union on your union's turn is dictated by morale and how your union and each member is, you know, feeling confident that they can do something. You may or may not, in some cases, be allowed to have a healing option because your members might be too scared of that one union. Or they might have something happening to them. There's like really interesting scenarios that can happen to you. So, those icons that are above them pretty much say that they're scared. They don't want to fight.
Let's do this.
If I group up links to fight,
Hit 'em hard, hit 'em
it'll actually group up more enemy unions to fight. So you can actually link up enemies in order to fight more enemies. So it's just one of those, oh, you can have more rewards if you fight a harder battle. So it's kind of weird. There's like a lot that goes on in this game. So here's the thing. This union is deadlocked, meaning they're deadlocked with an enemy. They're kind of stuck with them. So I need to eliminate deadlock, but I have to have another group engage in order to distract this enemy. But they have to be faster than the enemy will be in order, because the enemy is going to try to re-engage the one that they were already deadlocked. And there's a negative effect on that.
There you go.
So they have to get out of deadlock because they have to heal. But see, the enemy might attack, in the meantime, when they broke out of deadlock. It said we interfered. We interfered because we ran into the enemy. Oh yeah, you can also capture monsters, I forgot. Captured monsters can be either sold or split apart for materials. You can get rare materials yourself or sell them on the market, and if you sell them on the market will open up with new components, depending on the monsters and the amount of monsters that you are selling to them. So both are beneficial. I don't really like those buttons that you have to click, and I think there's an option to not do that. Critical trigger offensive. I like to have it automatic because the game actually allows you to not do like quick time events if you don't want to. I usually don't. He hit us first, meaning they have an advantage. They're gonna attack first, in other words. Alright, so here's the thing. One union gets attacked by one enemy, it ends up being a deadlock. If two enemies attack one union, it ends up one enemy will be flanking your one union. Vice versa. Unless that enemy is able to hold off three unions, then it'll just be a triple deadlock, and then the fourth union that engages them will be a flank. So the number of unions that you have on the field versus the number of unions that the enemy has on the field is actually a big difference. So hurry and heal them means this group won't engage the enemy, I believe, but they will try to heal number 2. So if you look on this line, you see that number 2? The number 2 means your ally union that is number 2. Turn it around. They can keep their own HP up. Keep your HP up means we will continue to fight the enemy, but we will have one member try to heal.
Sweet.
What are all these girls doing in a place like this?
Oh man, could it be that?
What do you think you're doing?
So you're that group then. The gang of thugs that's supposed to be running around, slave trading?
Slaves?
Who the hell are you people? We don't have to introduce ourselves to the likes of you. Get ready. I'm gonna smash your faces in. Rush, you want a piece too?
Oh yeah, bring it on!
Whatever. It's your funeral. Get ready for a beatdown.
Alright, so we have two unions that are supporting a boss union. The boss unions, you're usually not allowed to see their health. So, it's two members of this union, two members of this union. I think what I should do is I should eliminate at least one of these unions. So both of them just go after one of their unions. We'll see how this happens.
You and me then.
Okay, so we eliminated them. They're gonna engage the boss. Okay, so they engaged our union that was free, so it only ended up being a deadlock. Thank goodness. Because that last enemy union could have went for the our union that went for the enemy and then flanked them, which would have been bad. Okay, so it's just the boss now. Heal yourself with items. Keep your HP up. I like to keep them engaged. It's not really good to just leave the enemy. Like, don't break deadlock. If possible. They're kind of helping Rush find his sister right now. That's why they're investigating these areas. One of the additional reasons. Transporters allow you to, like, go back to the beginning of the stage.
Right.
Or a world map, I guess. Alright, so now we're going to be grouped with Pegasus. This guy. Oh yeah, you have to collect orbs in order to do certain things. Forgot.
Let's do this! Let's do this!
Attack with Mystic Arts.
Sweet! Let's do this! Let's do this! Come on, let's kick some A! Yeah!
Yeah, let's split them. You see that thing in after you win the fight called battle rank? That's how you level up. If your battle rank goes up. Actually, no, it's not the battle rank. If your battle rank is lower, it allows your people in your group
Let's do this!
a higher chance of increasing their own stats. And if they increase their own stats, that acts as a level up.
Come on, let's kick some A! Yeah! Let's do this! Come on, let's kick some A!
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
See how Plagueis or Pegasus? See how his strength went up a little? That acted as though it was a level up. But it only leveled up his strength.
Let's do this! Come on, let's kick some A! Yeah!
I'll keep this one, I'll sell him. You know the weird thing is? Pegasus' strength went up, but he's a magic user. So it actually didn't help him very much. Other than having defense against physical attacks.
Come on, some A.
So the game's trying to be nice at the beginning. It's not throwing you into something crazy. But it comes up pretty fast though. So it does get crazy regardless.
Sweet!
Slayer stuff. Key remnant that unlocks a seal to the door of rebellion of the ruins. Okay. I gotta say, like, not so much right now, but later on, you should save as much as possible.
Let's do this! Come on, let's kick some A! Check this out!
Inverted Vile Lizard Scale. Yeah, I probably want that. It's purple. Means rare. I don't think I can. Yeah, that's not open. Probably save right here, because it's kind of like the boss battle for now. Boss battle of tutorial. Start getting into the actual real game. Oh, not yet, I guess. Side doors.
Let's do this! Let's do this!
Let's clean up these fiends.
Chimeras are actually super useful. They have useful components to them. I can't remember on what.
We're counting on you!
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
Nothing in that room. Funny on how it shows your battle rank to be like, this is what your supposed level is. It's actually just telling you, this is how much harder it's going to be for you to increase the stats of your group.
So, as you see, next now, but not far into the future, terrible disaster awaits! By then, it will be too late to change our sinful ways! Men are meant to work hard and make their own way! We must not accept the temptations of easy life that remnants provide! Stand up and fight! The first step is here! We will strike Athlum with the hammer of justice! See our allies here, dressed as Athlumian soldiers! They will infiltrate that city of sin and cause a disturbance! That will be our chance! Come! Let us liberate the people from their chains!
What the heck is this?
Seems like an anti-remnant activist rally.
Sounds more like anti-remnant terrorist activity to me. Whatever they're planning's gotta be dangerous.
Who's there? Oh! It seems we have guests! Lackeys of that magic-abusing Marquis of Athlum! Look closely at their faces, shining with depravity! Whoa! For it is too late for these unbelievers to be saved! Yet they can serve some purpose! A prelude to the cleansing of Athlum! We shall christen our movement with the blood of these servants of evil!
This guy's psycho!
Prepare yourselves!
I suppose there's naught we can do but fight.
So same setup as before. Just target the last one to at least eliminate 3 unions of the boss. Okay, so now it's down to 2 unions of the enemy, which is good. Alright, good. Just like last time. Keep your HP up.
What are you doing together?
Oh, they blocked it. Keep your HP up means they will attack. Yeah, attack while using their cover. So engage while they can. The skill went up from knee splitter to knee splitter too.
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones. What a glorious day!
Did you learn your lesson? No items in here? Okay. Alright, fine.
A slave trading syndicate and anti-remnant terrorists. Lovely. And to think, while we were fighting beastmen, those fiends were doing as they pleased.
We are already looking into this, Lord David. You should not trouble yourself further. More importantly, we have learned of something else similarly troubling.
Multiple sources have reported seeing a bright light flash across the sky.
A flash?
Every so often, remnants emit light. It's called luminescence. The light could have been luminescence from the Valeria heart, or the gay bulb reflected on the clouds.
Ah, but the Valeria heart and the gay Vogue are bound. They have not seen a luminescence in a long, long while.
Then maybe a different remnant.
That light moved as if it possessed a mind of its own. Very different from luminescence, to be sure.
Then, a flying monster.
So it would seem.
Where was the light headed?
Towards Dillmore.
Fine. You four take Rush and head to Dillmore immediately. It seems we're up against a flying remnant.
No way! That's impossible!
The Academy's research on newly discovered remnants may be ongoing, but they have never announced a remnant with the power of flight.
No. It must be a remnant. No other possibility makes sense. Now we're up against a group that has its hands on an unknown remnant. Choose your battles with discretion. Retrieving Arena is top priority.
Yes,
my lord.
Don't sweat it, Dave. We're the good guys. We'll definitely get Arena back.
Russia's annoying. Turgle and Emma squads have joined the party. Can't join the guild yet. I'm not joining a guild. Oh. Meow. I'm gonna join a guild already. He said no. What a jerk. He said no. What a jerk. Jerk. Can I do any side quests? No side quests. What the heck, man? What am I, still in tutorial mode? I'm gonna be stuck in tutorial mode for the rest of my life. Yeah. Getting refused on everything. Here you go, here's a lizard. Punk. what I want to step on the ground, you punk. Valeria Heart is the sword. That sword thing. Okay. Apparently I can't do anything. I'm still in tutorial mode. What's happening? Getting new weapons or whatnot. Let's stick down to 14. What's next? I don't really feel like having anything else. Nothing. You have nothing for me. No! Okay, fine. I'm stuck in tutorial mode. Where's Dillmore? By the way, the music is amazing in this game. Now I can time shift. I mean, I can run really fast, slow down time, or stop it, I can't remember which. And then sneak up on enemies and be like, what's up, punk?
Let's do this.
A free link. This is how I die. Watch, I'm gonna die.
Get the upper hand!
We are, because we only have 2 unions against 4 or 5. By the way, the music actually tells you what kind of danger you are in a fight. The music's gone erratic, meaning, yeah, we're probably gonna die. It's a fight for your life kind of battle. So we killed 2 unions, but now we're gonna have a whole bunch of other unions on us. They're not really doing too much damage. Maybe we'll be okay. Okay, we're fine. Kill the Houndoons.
Take care of yourself.
We must contain them.
By the way, when they use items like restorative herbs, they are literally taking it out of the item store that you have.
I feel stronger than before.
So if you have a group that has like members that are using items, be aware that they are actually using items out of your item store. You have to replenish those, in other words, when you go back to market. See? He only has quantity of 1, meaning he only had 1 ability to heal.
Let's do this.
Hit him hard, hit him fast. Come. What the hell?
Torgal is actually super strong. The 4-armed cat-looking guy.
There
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
He is definitely a leader that you want in your group.
Let's do this.
Just one. I don't want to do the link of 3 again.
Come on, finish them off!
Like that hurts.
That's the interesting part that I like. Quest 64, even though everybody hates the game, and then 64 had the same idea, in that whatever you do, whatever happens to you in a fight, will actually grow you. And the same thing happens here. The more the enemy attacks you, the more HP they take off, the higher your chance that your character, one of the squad members, unit members, would be able to grow their HP. Also, it's like, if the enemy is using combat arts on you, or just attacking, their strength might increase.
What a glorious day!
If they use mystic arts, their intelligence might increase, meaning they'll have higher attack and defense on either physical or mystic. Now, Ellie just had a love increase. What I think that is it's like an increase to like natural morale of herself. I think.
Take this! It looks like it hurts.
There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
Stay on tutorial mode.
Let's do this.
Come!
Well done.
Crush that flank!
So the enemy made a mistake right there.
I must grow stronger.
We have 2 unions. The enemy has 2 unions. One of our unions did a deadlock on the other enemy union. They eliminated the enemy union, right? But their turn was already used up. The remaining enemy union deadlocked one of our unions that was already like done with their turn. In other words, they opened themselves up to a flank. And you have to be aware of something like that on your end as well, because it can happen the other way as well, if you don't watch what you're doing.
Let's do this.
Come! Do you require assistance?
That's effective.
Crush that flank!
I must grow stronger.
Let's do this.
HP, bro. So the disturbing part is this is considered a monster, but a Jana creature is actually kind of sentient, and they have their own like makeup of society. So it's literally like taking a live creature that, I don't know, that is beyond just like a dog or a beetle or something and splitting it for components. So you literally just like, you know, started tearing out Jana bones out of this guy. You know, it's kind of disturbing. Believe it or not, good, I was gonna say. Oh, believe it or not, if you run into enemies that do not feel like fighting, like he feels like fighting. If he sees you, he's gonna fight.
Let's do this.
Now the other one that I just engaged before this guy, like, didn't want to fight. If you, like, don't fight those enemies, sometimes, in very rare instances, they might, like, change a little to be like, they'll have, like, a pink hue or something on their thing, meaning they'll like, they like your group, and they'll, like, help you out in any fight that you come across, if they're in the area. I've had that happen once. It was, like, really weird. It was like a beetle that, like, liked us, and it kept following us and helping us fight. Alright. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. I want to thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment. Hope you have yourself a good day. Bye bye.